Good morning, TK. Welcome to our Science Circle. Before we get started, I just want to say you guys did such an awesome job on your farm unit. Your end of the farm unit project about building your own farm was so much fun to see. I can't wait to see how you do with our new unit about the jungle. And I know you're going to do great. So let's get started. Our new unit is about the jungle. We're going to be learning about the different parts of the jungle and the different animals that live in those parts of the jungle. Okay, so first of all, a jungle, okay, it's a kind of like a forest with lots of trees and bushes and vines, and in a jungle it's normally hot and damp and wet. Okay, you will see lots of rivers or ponds and lakes, smaller lakes in jungles. Okay, it's very green. Do you see? There we go. And in the jungle, a word we can use is moist. Moist is like when there's water in the air, when something is a little damp, so not like it's soaking in a pool of water, but just has enough water to make it feel wet. Okay, so can you say moist? And lots of the trees in jungles need moisture in the air, so the air has to be full of water. And because we're talking about trees, let's talk about the different parts of a tree. This part right here, this is called the trunk of the tree. That's what gives the tree its main support, right? That's what we run around, we play tag on. Okay, can you say trunk? Trunk. And from the trunk, there are branches. So these are branches that grow from the trunk of the tree. Okay, and jungles have lots of trees with lots of branches. And on the branches, that's where the leaf, okay, or leaves grow. Okay, and there's different types of leaves and different colors. But in a jungle, most of the leaves are some shade of green. And this is called a twig. A twig is just a small part of a branch that's been broken off most of the time. Okay? There we go. And did you know that in the jungle there's an animal called a walking stick, and it looks like a little twig. It camouflages itself to look like a twig. All right, so before we get into this book called Amazing Jungle that's going to tell us more about the jungle, I have a little poem here to read to you, okay? And it's called Find the Jungle Animals. I'm going to read this poem to you, and then listening to the clues in the poem, can you figure out which animal I am talking about? Okay, where the animal is? All right, here we go. Animals live in the jungles. Animals live in jungles. They are wild and free. It's true. Can you find each animal? It's completely up to you. Find the spider monkey. Its tail so skinny and long. So which animal has a skinny and long tail? Let's see. Can you find the spider monkey before me? Boom! Did you find him? Good. Find the sloth that hangs nearby. Its grasp so very strong. So grasp is when you hold on to something. So is there an animal that's close by to the spider monkey that is holding on to something? Did you find him? There he is. There's the sloth. He's got 3 toes. Find the fox with pointy ears. Okay, who's got pointy ears? This one's got pointy ears. He sort of has pointy ears. He's got pointy ears. Which one looks more like a fox? Okay, and if you listen to the word fox, ox. What does it begin with? So, does this begin with a f? That's right, here's our fox. Like, what does the fox say, right? Okay, and the gray koala bear. Okay, we need to find a gray koala bear. Here's something that's gray, and here's something that's gray. Which one is the koala bear? Definitely we know who this is. That's baby elephant, huh, baby elephant? There's the koala bear. Find the fox with pointy ears and the gray koala bear. Find the cobra. It's king. Watch it slither here and there. If you're slithering, okay, where do you think the king cobra is? And what is a king cobra? What slithers? Yeah, a snake slithers. So, and where do snakes slither? On the ground. So maybe we should look on the 4th floor. Oh, did you see something that looks like a snake? There he is. That's a king cobra. And he is a snake. Find the deer's pointy horns. Ah, so this one has pointy ears, but it also has pointy horns. Find the water buffalo. Where's the water buffalo? There he is. Okay, he's also got horns too. Find the baby elephant. Just think how big it will grow. So these are some of the animals that depend on the jungle to live. If the jungle is healthy and produces food and water, then these animals can live and grow and be healthy. But if the jungle is sick and doesn't have enough water, and maybe there's pests and it's dying, then you know what? These animals will also fade away with the jungle. So we need to take good care of our jungle, huh? All right, so what is a jungle? We're going to read this book called Amazing Jungle, and it's by Canopy Diaz. And this is a non-fiction book. That means it's going to tell us about things that are real, facts that are real about the jungle, okay? Amazing Jungle. And what is this part called in a non-fiction book? Do you remember? It's called the Table of Contents. And so if we look, there are 6 different topics, okay? The first one is, what is a jungle? The canopy, the understory, the forest floor. Why is a jungle special? Picture glossary. I think in this case, since we're just starting to learn about the jungle, that maybe we should go and read what is a jungle. So before we start reading, I want us to look at the picture. What do we notice? What does it make us think of? And do we have any questions? All right, go ahead and look at that picture. Yeah, what do you notice? Anything else? Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of green, different shades of green, and it looks like little mounds, huh? Like little curves. Yeah, there's some dark spots here. Yeah, what do you think it is? Should we read and find out? A jungle has lots of trees and other plants. From above, a jungle looks like a big green sea. Oh, so this is a picture taken from above the jungle looking down. So this is the very top of the jungle. These are the treetops. And I've never thought of a jungle looking like a big green sea, like the ocean, but I can see now that it does look like an ocean of green. Look at it, just goes on and on and on and on and on forever. That's a lot of trees in this jungle, isn't it? Beautiful, huh? Yeah, those are so beautiful. What is a jungle? A jungle is a special and mysterious place. It is home to many strange and beautiful plants and animals. Come along as we explore the jungle with our eyes. Are you ready to explore the jungle? Me too. I love the jungle. So go ahead and look at this picture. What do you notice? What do you wonder? What does it remind you of? Wow, that's a really, really tall, skinny tree. It kind of reminds me of like the eucalyptus trees when I was living in San Diego. Oh, and look at these vines. They look like tiny trees growing up or maybe hanging down, and it's full of like little green plants on them. This reminds me of when Miss Buu swung on a vine in the jungle and I smacked into a tree. Swinging on vines, it's pretty hard. Yeah. Oh, and look at this. This looks like the bottom of the jungle, doesn't it? It's muddy, there's dead leaves right here, and that might look like a creek with water in it. Up here we see the sky, right? We see some sky, but here we see a lot of skies. So what do you think we can understand just from the pictures? Does it look like the jungles have different parts to it? Maybe, huh? This is Canopy, like when we go to the beach and we use a canopy to cover us from the sun. Understory, and this is forest floor. Oh, like the bottom, like our floor is on the bottom. So I think just by looking at this picture that maybe a jungle has 3 different parts. Yeah, we'll see. Let's read and find out. A jungle is like an apartment building with different neighbors living on each floor. Some plants and animals live on the ground floor or the forest floor. Oh, so some plants live down here, which is called the forest floor. Others live on the top floor, high up in the trees. And other plants and animals live way up here high up in the trees. I wonder if the animals that live way up in the trees, do they ever go all the way down to the forest floor? What do you think? Well, if this is on the bottom and this is on the top, this must be in the middle, huh? I want you to look at this picture. Go ahead. What do you notice? What does it remind you of? And what do you wonder? Do you have any questions? I see that this has been cut into 3 layers right there, 3 parts. So I think we're right. I think a jungle does have 3 parts. Let's see what it says. A jungle has layers. Different plants and animals live in each layer. We know that word. What is that word? That's our sight word. T-H-E, T-H-E. I can spell the T-H-E, the jungle. The jungle. Good reading. So the jungle has how many parts? 3 layers. It has 3 layers. One on the very top called the canopy, one in the middle called the understory, and one on the bottom called the forest floor. Okay? So repeat after me. Canopy, understory, forest floor. Okay. Now we're going to play a game to help you remember the 3 layers of the jungle. And just a disclaimer, when you go into 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade and up higher, you will learn that there are other layers to the jungle. There's more than 3. There are 3 main layers, but you'll learn later on that there are different sub-layers in there too, okay? But for TK, we're gonna say 3. So after you play the layers of the jungle game, Miss Buu has a video of me in the jungle, and I want you to watch the video and see if you can locate the different layers of the jungle. Like you can look and say, oh yeah, that's the canopy. Oh look, that's the understory, and oh, she's walking on the forest floor, and I see some river, and I see some bats flying around in the caves. All right, so enjoy the video. All right, time for our game. Everybody get up, okay? All right, so first let's practice the 3 layers. Put your hands up, okay? Make the canopy, okay? And make the leaves and say canopy, 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 all right? Canopy is way up. It's the highest, tallest layer of the jungle, okay? And then I want you to say, put your fingers under armpit, yeah? So under your armpit, you're gonna say understory. Say understory. And move your hand down the side of your body. Say understory, understory. So understory is the middle layer of the jungle, okay? So say canopy, understory, understory, and what's the 3rd one? Do you remember? It's the forest floor. So touch the floor and say forest floor, forest floor, forest floor. All right, okay. So now here's the game. I'm going to call out a layer and you have to show me, okay? And go ahead and repeat the name. So if I say canopy, you should be doing this and say canopy. If I say forest floor, yep, you need to get down, touch the forest floor, say forest floor. And if I say understory, okay, are you ready? Okay, understory, good. Canopy, understory, canopy, forest floor, canopy, understory, forest floor. Okay, I think you got it, but this time I'm going to be tricky. So you have to listen to my words and not my action, because Miss Buu can say canopy and I might be doing this. Is that correct? No, don't let me trick you. If I say canopy and I do this, should you copy me? No, you should be doing this and saying canopy. Okay? So I'm gonna try to be tricky. Don't let me trick you. Got it? Take a nice deep breath. All right. Okay, get your fingers in your bodies. Your body's ready. Here we go. Forest floor. Canopy. Understory. Forest floor. Understory. Understory. Forest floor. Canopy. Forest floor. Understory. Canopy. Canopy. Forest floor. Understory. Canopy. Forest floor. Understory. Did I trick you? I hope I didn't. Okay, if you want, you can play this game with another person in your house. Maybe they can be the one to shout out the layers and you do the action, and then you can switch and you can be the one to shout out the layers and they can be the one to do the action. And if you get really good, you can be like Miss Buu and try to trick them. Okay? Have fun playing the layers of the jungle.